Good day, everyone. And what I'm about to discuss right now is all about race and ethnicity. So, what is race? Race is usually associated with biology and linked with physical characteristics such as hair texture and skin color. It covers a relatively narrow range of options, yet people of similar complexions can be defined as different races, and the definition in the US have changed over time, although some may be considered to be of a certain race. A person may identify more with an individual ethnicity as opposed to race. This could apply for any member of any race. When completing paperwork that asks for race, you may be asked to identify yourself as belonging to one or more of the following categories: white, Black or African American, Asian, and American Indian or Alaska Native. And the next one is the word ethnicity. So what is ethnicity? Ethnicity is a broader term than race. The term differentiates among group of people according to cultural expression and identification. Commonalities such as race, national origin, tribal heritage, religion, language, and culture can describe someone's ethnicity. So, dito pumapasok yung word or term na racism, which is talamak yan dito sa atin. And whereas someone might say their race is black, their ethnicity might be Italian. Likewise, someone might say their race is white and their ethnicity is Irish. So yun, sa race and ethnicity, doon na pumapasok yung mga pagiging racist ng ibang tao regardless of their skin color or yung ano nila, nationality, ganun. And we should be more careful of what we're saying na dapat hindi na tayo magiging racist dahil pare-pareho tayong mga tao and may kanya-kanya rin tayong mga race or yung sa ethnicity, yung pagiging Asian natin, ganun. And sa American, Black American, African, ganun. May mga White American din naman. And yun. Pero mas talamak pa rin yung pagiging racist natin sa mga Black American. Yun lang. Salamat po.
So next is gender. Gender refers to the social, cultural, and behavioral attributes, roles, and expectations that a society considers appropriate for men and women. It encompasses a range of identities, roles, and expressions related to masculinity, femininity, and the complex interplay between them. Gender identity is an individual's deeply felt internal experience of gender, which may or may not align with the sex assigned to them at birth. There are four different types of genders that apply to living and non-living objects, which to be discussed by the next reporters.
Greetings. I'm David Albedo, and today I will teach you about masculine gender. So basically, masculine gender refer to a male subtype. Examples of masculine gender are the king, man, boy, father, cook, bull, fox, and so on. Masculine gender refer to any term or pronoun used to refer to male individuals and animals. Masculine gender nouns are grammar nouns that refer to masculine or characteristic that are typically associated with masculinity. Understanding masculine nouns is essential for correct grammatical usage and effective communication. Animals with masculine gender are the lions, rooster, drake, and stallion. In each culture or society, the concept of masculine gender may also refer to features, action, or characteristic typically associated with males. This association might encompass characteristics such as strength, assertiveness, or dependence, but It is necessary to note that these characteristics are social constructions that vary significantly among societies and cultures. In many languages, including English, masculine gender accusationally refer to a male gender is one of the three grammatical genders. It represents with words and grammatical form that denote or the traditionally associated with male or masculinity. English those have a few specific nouns that are inherently gendered such as man and woman. And the example of masculine gender in sentence, on my opinion, are my father spent the whole evening playing with my brothers, and the rooster protecting the flock. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, my name is Larry Antipuesto. Today I will be discussing about feminine gender and neuter gender. Please keep quiet and listen carefully. So feminine gender is used to denote the female subtype. Examples may include queen, woman, girl, mother, lioness, and more. So what exactly is feminine gender? The feminine gender refers to nouns and pronouns that name the female counterparts of humans, animals, and birds. Also, feminine gender refers to qualities, characteristics, or traits that are traditionally associated with or considered typical women. It's a way of describing things or behaviors that society commonly identifies as more often connected to females. Things like kindness, sensitivity, nurturing, and grace are often considered feminine traits. Although it's important to remember that these qualities aren't exclusive to any gender. Now, we will tackle about neuter gender, which is used to denote non-living and lifeless things. Neuter means neither male nor female. For example, table, hair, city, and so on. Neuter terms are those that are neither feminine nor masculine. For instance, inanimate objects, such as stone, table, and brush, animals such as dog, cat, and bear. In humans, only a fetus whose gender is unknown. Right now in our time, people prefer to use gender neutral language which doesn't specify any gender. Example of neuter term used in sentence: the dog's belly was very round. It is a rock. That's all. Thanks for listening.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Gianpiolo L. Rocca, and my topic for today is all about common gender. Common gender. What is common gender? Para sa akin, ang common gender is a type of noun which denotes either male and female gender. It's a gender which can be applied to both the masculine and ang mga example ko dito is animals, neighbors, children, and doctors and mga employees or employer. Yun lang yung mga alam ko na mga examples dito ng common gender.
Hello guys, my name is Dirks and today I'm going to discuss three things. First is the gender identity, second is gender expression, and lastly is the physical sex. So before we proceed, let's all keep in mind that gender is not fixed and can change over time. There's a lot of factors that can affect our gender and how we see ourselves. So let's get started. First is gender identity. So, what is gender identity? Gender identity is how a person sees themselves. It is their internal sense and personal experience of gender. So i-dissect muna natin. because there's a lot of people that is confused between sexual orientation and gender identity. So let's take for example, if Baika or a girl to girl relationship, there is a one person who will act as a guy and a person who will act as a girl. But that's not necessarily true because gender identity and sexual orientation is different. Sexual is Sexual orientation is who you sleep with and who you are attracted to, while gender identity is how you identify yourself as a male or a female. So the meaning of gender expression here is that it includes all the ways a person communicates their gender based on societal factors such as gender norms and perceptions. So like from what I said earlier, gender expression is how you identify yourself. Like for me, I'm a man, so I identified myself as a male. In another example, a girl identified herself as a female. But it's more likely in how you identify yourself, even it is not aligned with your given gender since birth. So next is physical sex. It says here that physical sex is the development and changes of a person's body over their lifespan. It depends on various factors such as sex chromosomes, reproductive organs, hormones, secondary sex characteristics, and related medical care. So basically saying, physical sex is the development of our body throughout our life. Or as we call it as the puberty. And for us guys, yung the changes in our voice and sa height natin and also most common sa mga girls is yung changes ng sa breast or chest part nila and their on and sa hips and also yung pagtubo ng hair through the different parts of our body. It also includes there the factor which is the undergoing surgeries or reconstruction of the body, most common to the transgenders. And also there's a supplement na tinitake ng mga ibang tao just to be or just to get a feminine trait po. Ganon. So that's all. I hope you understand something. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hello everyone, my name is John Robert B. Mosende. Today I discuss about core concept of culture imperialism. The theory of cultural imperialism suggests that richer countries, especially Western nations, dominate global media production and influence less wealthy cultures. This influence leads to the adoption of foreign customs, philosophies, and way of life by weaker culture, potentially causing it to lose its own unique identity. Ang cultural imperialism daw ay pag may isang nangingibabaw daw na kultura o mas dominanteng kultura, ay mahawaan niya yung mga mahihinang kultura at maaari itong humantong sa pagkawala ng kanilang kultura. Halimbawa na lang ng culture imperialism ay yung the rise of K-pop and Korean culture. Tulad sa paggaya natin sa pagsusuot nila or pagporma nila or pag-aaral natin sa kanilang wika or pagtikim o pagkain natin sa mga Korean foods. Yan lang po. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm going to take attention and discuss about censorship. Censorship, the changing of the suppression or prohibition of speech or writing that is deemed subversive of the common good. It occurs in all manifestation of authority to some degree, but in modern times it has been of special importance in its relation to government and the rule of law. Things that are prohibited to be wanted, seen, read, and anything on one's society culture. For instance, obscene scene or scenarios give or bring threats to the public and individual security, and those intrusive thoughts and acts of an individual against politics and in the government. Like what happened to the last government where any citizens and individual who will post something on the internet against former President Rodrigo Duterte will punish and put in prison. Also, censorship gives everyone's freedom to speak for themselves and share or tell their opinions without intruding nor abuse individuals. For example, Pag may threat ang ating bansa, hindi pwedeng sabihin gamit ang news like TV Patrol kasi magkukos ito ng panic sa publiko. Kung meron lang silang sasabihin, gagamitan ito ng censorship para malesen ang public panic.